Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining Candid Meena every evening to follow what's happening in India and abroad. And thank you for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, do hit the like button, share with friends, and spread the message. Our only mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of the story. Thank you for your support. Today, Jaydev joins us. Welcome, Jaydev.
Good evening to all of you once again.
Yeah. Friends, today actually Mohit was supposed to come for our show, but apparently he got caught up with something. So he said he'll be coming in the next few days. Meanwhile, friends, I'd like to say something that has really shocked me today was the Padma Shri Awards. The Padma Shri Awards did go to many, many unsung heroes. We're very proud of them and very well deserved, most of them. But in the corners of this hall lurked two people who did not deserve the award. And they have got there because of some influence by certain ministers, for sure, in the government. We are talking about Ekta Kapoor and Karan Johar. I don't understand on what basis these people have got the Padma Shri. We all know what Ekta Kapoor is famous for. She is famous for the exploitation of young girls and women, men who come from remote parts of India. They are taken in, they're not given salaries on time, they're exploited, and then they are made to act in soft porno series, as in Gandhi Baat, in Alt Balaji. They are expected to sign contracts which make it impossible for them to wriggle out. They make them sign clauses which have nudity in it. There have been umpteen times that FIRs have been put against her for showing many things. One is sex, and the second thing is about religion. Yet, this woman has escaped. Same thing with Karan Johar. You have seen the number of times he has insulted everything, including the Air Force, etiquette, the story, and how he manipulated the whole story of Gunjan Saxena. So many times he's thrown, different forms of sexuality, at us in these OTT series. Don't forget also, they were a part of the 7 production homes which prevented SSR from getting good films. They wanted him relegated into television. Why were they scared of his talent? Lastly, what happened to Disha Salia at the party of this famous producer? What did she see at that party, wherein after that she was killed? And who killed her? And what did she tell SSR at the party that shocked SSR as well? Are these people free to come and get a Padma Shri? I'm asking the president, the prime minister. It's like throwing mud at our faces. We are trying to clean up Bollywood. We are trying to boycott Bollywood. We are trying, and a person like Samir Wankhede is trying his best. He was also, attacked by all sources, and nobody protected him. What sort of a world are we living in? This has made me so furious that these two characters who don't deserve anything have got the Padma Shri. And I hope that someone has some sense to take it back from them. It's absolutely humiliating, and social media is full of abuse for these people. For example, even if you also know that the NCB had called Karan Johar about drugs, and you know exactly how he escaped, using his influence. These people have to be investigated by the federal agencies. All of them are connected. They use their influence to get out of everything. How different are they from Rajput? Only Rajput was caught and abused. These two got away. Now, meanwhile, in another case, the CBI has approached Google, Facebook to retrieve deleted chats and mails of Sushant Singh Rajput to investigate the actor's death. The CBI is reportedly looking for information to see whether anything happened in the past that could be linked to the actor's death. SSR was found dead in his Mumbai apartment on June 14, 2020. The CBI investigating the death of the late Bollywood actor Sushant Singh Rajput approached the US on Monday requesting support in recovering deleted data from the actor's email and social media accounts. The central agency has sought information from the headquarters of social media giants Google and Facebook based in California under the MLAT, which is the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty. This treaty is an agreement between two or more countries for the purpose of gathering and exchanging information in an effort to enforce public or criminal laws. The treaty allows India and the US to obtain information from each other in any domestic investigation that would otherwise be unattainable. The CBI is reportedly looking for information to see whether anything happened in the past that would be linked to the actor's death. Sushant Singh Rajput was, as we said earlier, found dead in his apartment on June 14th. Yeah, back to you, Jerry.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Aryan Khan skips NCB's SIT summons, citing COVID-like symptoms. So Aryan Khan refused the summons, and he said he was experiencing COVID-like symptoms. And the new team, which is headed by DDG NCB Sanjay Singh, took over the drug case, as you know, which is among the five other cases that were being led by Samir Wankhede, who is facing a departmental probe on the extortion allegations. Now, accused Aryan Khan, so he was summoned, and however, Aryan has requested for another date to join the investigations, sources said, adding that NCB will make a decision after looking at his medical reports. On October 3rd, the NCB raided the Mumbai coast for illegal drugs, and after which he was granted bail by Bombay High Court on October 28th, after he spent 25 days in jail. Now, following a slew of extortion and bribery allegations against Wankhede, who spearheaded the bust, the NCB transferred the case from him to the agency's central team. Now, Aryan Khan's friend Arbaz Merchant and Achit Kumar were also summoned by the agency, as you know. The duo who arrived at the NCB office in South Mumbai separately between 11:30 a.m. to 12 noon was grilled for over 9 hours. Sources said that the other accused in six cases will also be summoned by the NCB SIT as a routine procedure after a new team comes in. Now, the SIT had reached Mumbai on Saturday from Delhi and visited the NCB zonal unit office in South Mumbai in the afternoon. And Sanjay Kumar Singh said, "We have taken over some cases and will start our investigation in it." The team will probe the six cases which have national and international ramifications in order to conduct a deeper investigation to find out forward and backward linkages, the NCB had said. Seeking to downplay his removal from the high profile case, Samir Wankhede said that the move was in line with his demand for a central probe in the drug bust case. "I am still the zonal director of NCB Mumbai. A writ petition was filed by me in the High Court for an independent probe by a central agency, and now a senior officer has been appointed. Cases in which I had problems have been handed over. The other cases are still with the NCB." This is what he said. Yeah, back to you.
Meanwhile, I'd also like to speak about CBI. CBI never reacted to anything till now. They were just laid back and lazing about. I'm really curious as to how they suddenly started acting. Moreover, if they wanted, they could ask any of us sitting here. Almost all the public know exactly what has happened in the SSR case, inside out. There are the diaries. They don't want to read the diaries. They don't want any proof coming out of that quarters. I don't understand what CBI is up to. So this is another question that I have, viewers. You can post your comments on that. Meanwhile, in the Aryan Khan case, the Maharashtra minister accused of defamation. Nawab Malik, whose son-in-law was arrested in the drugs case, has leveled a number of allegations against the officer, including that of forging birth certificate to get the job. Anti-drugs officer and Samir Wankhede's father has filed a defamation case against Nawab Malik for 1.25 crores for dragging his family in the drugs on cruise case that involves Bollywood actor Shahrukh Khan's son Aryan Khan. Nawab Malik, whose son-in-law was earlier arrested in the drugs case by the NCB, has leveled a number of allegations against the officer, including that of forging birth certificate to get the job. Yaneshwar Wankhede, the officer's father, has also requested the Mumbai High Court to ban media from reporting news on his family. The matter will be heard on Monday. On Wednesday, Samir Wankhede's sister Yasmin hit back at the Nationalist Congress Party (NCP) leader for sharing her purported WhatsApp chats on social media and accused the minister of taking out his personal vendetta for his son-in-law's arrest by dragging women into the ongoing tussle between him and the probe agency. The reaction came after Malik's tweet alleging WhatsApp chat between Yasmin and a drug peddler. Wankhede also alleged that Nawab Malik, in his attempt to defame me and my family members, has gone to the extent of stalking me online and illegally taking my personal photographs from my social media handles. Please don't talk about our ex-husband's ex-divorcees, she told the minister through media. Last month, on October 31st, Samir Wankhede's wife Kranti Redkar said the safety of her husband and her family is in jeopardy and asked for security. The safety of Samir Wankhede and her family members is in jeopardy. 3 people conducted a recce of the house some days back. These people are very dangerous. What they can do, have no clue about that, she said to media. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, meanwhile, Shah Rukh Khan is reportedly being approached by several media houses for an interview on his son's recent drug case. Now, recently, Shah Rukh Khan was spotted at Mumbai airport as he was going to Delhi with his team. He took a private airplane from Kalina terminal in Mumbai. According to media reports, Shah Rukh Khan's manager Pooja Dadlani has received multiple requests from US and UK media outlets to get Shah Rukh Khan to speak exclusively to them on his son's case. Now, Aryan was arrested, as all of you know, but if reports are to be believed, that Shah Rukh Khan has turned down all such requests from foreign media and has decided to maintain his silence on the sensitive subject. So Shah Rukh Khan did not release any statements and was away from social media. Moreover, he was not spotted much in public. According to reports, Shah Rukh Khan will release an official statement through his social media in the coming days. But as of now, there's no such confirmation from him. So I find it very interesting that Shah Rukh Khan is really keeping a very,
I think
very
your
low
mic,
profile.
just hold it closer because it's a little, there's a disturbing sound on your mic. Yeah.
Yeah, is it clear now?
No, a little bit, it's not clear. So, okay, moving on to the other
Yeah.
news. Aryan Khan's case. Shah Rukh Khan's manager, Pooja Dadlani, summoned by the Mumbai police after a CCTV footage shows she met KP Gosavi and Sam D'Souza. Now, the Mumbai police is reportedly probing allegations of extortion in the cruise drug case involving Aryan Khan. Aryan Khan might be out on bail, but the case is far from over. In a latest development, Shah Rukh Khan's manager, Pooja Dadlani, has been summoned by the Mumbai police. According to a report in media, a special investigations unit, SIT, of the Mumbai police reportedly found CCTV evidence of Pooja meeting KP Gosavi and Sam D'Souza in Lower Parel. The team is reportedly probing allegations of extortion in the cruise drug case involving Aryan. According to reports, this SIT is likely to register a case against Kiran Gosavi and will call Dadlani to record her statement. It can be recalled that last week, Sam D'Souza approached the Bombay High Court seeking pre-arrest bail. In his plea, he had claimed that Kiran Gosavi had taken rupees 50 lakhs from SRK's manager to get Aryan Khan released, and the amount was returned later. The team had earlier recorded statements of Ranjit Singh Bindra and Mayur Ghule for allegedly helping Kiran Gosavi connect with Shah Rukh Khan's manager Pooja Dadlani. It's believed that Ranjit Singh got in touch with actor Chunky Pandey's brother Chicky Pandey to contact Pooja. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, meanwhile, Munmun Damecha, she was one of the main accused, as you know, in the Aryan Khan drug case. Now, on October 29, the High Court had released a five-page order listing out the conditions for grant of bail. Now, Damecha, that is Munmun Damecha, in her plea has challenged the following two conditions imposed on her. Attended office of NCB office every Friday between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. to mark their presence. Not to leave Greater Mumbai without informing the investigating officer, and to give the itinerary of travel to the investigating officer. In the plea filed through advocate Ali Kashif Khan Deshmukh, Munmun Damecha apprised the court that her place of residence was outside Mumbai. Now, a resident of Sagar, Madhya Pradesh, Munmun Damesha had moved to Delhi for work commitments and future prospects. She contended that if the conditions have to be judiciously followed, then Munmun Damesha will have to communicate each and every moment to the NCB, as she would constantly be shuttling between MP and Delhi, which is outside the territorial limits of Mumbai. Considering she was a resident of Madhya Pradesh and Delhi, there would be no specific itinerary which can be communicated by Munmun Damecha to the investigating officer she submitted. Now, in light of these, Munmun Damecha has sought the following reliefs. That is, modification of bail conditions so that she can attend the NCB Delhi office instead of Friday. And she wants relaxation of bail condition where Damecha is required to inform the investigating officer and submit the itinerary. Yeah. So they
Okay.
also want modification of bail conditions.
Yeah. Okay. The Mumbai police summons Chicky Pandey, brother of Chunky Pandey, in connection with an extortion allegations against NCB. Now, the names itself are so funny. Chunky Pandey and Chicky Pandey. Chicky Pandey was summoned to record his statement, but he said that he will not be able to adhere to the summons as he has tested positive for COVID-19. Now, looks like everybody is, saying they're sick or having COVID. Chicky Pandey, brother of actor Chunky Pandey, has been summoned by the Mumbai Police Special Inquiry Team (SET) in connection with the allegations of extortion against NCB officials. Chicky Pandey was summoned to record his statement, but he said that he will not be able to adhere to the summons as he has tested positive for COVID. He is the brother of Chunky and is a businessman based in Mumbai. The allegations of extortion surfaced against NCB in the aftermath of the Mumbai cruise ship drug bust, in which Aryan Khan, son of Shahrukh Khan, was involved. Maharashtra Minister Nawab Malik has made a series of allegations against Sameer Wankhede, the NCB officer who led the arrest. Earlier, Chunky Pandey's daughter Ananya was summoned by the NCB in connection with the drugs case. Her residence has also been raided in connection to the same. Citing sources in the NCB, media has reported that Aryan Khan had asked the actress to arrange for ganja. Did you arrange for ganja? He had reportedly asked. In response, Ananya assured Khan that she would do the necessary arrangements. This was reported by TV 9 Bharatwash, that the actress had later claimed that she was joking and her chats were not intended to mean anything serious. Media reported that the duo had discussed about the procurement of ganja on three different occasions between 2018 and 2019. Citing NCW sources, it added that the supply was exclusively for Aryan Khan on two occasions and for a common get-together on one occasion, as per the report. Aryan Khan had shared the phone numbers of drug peddlers with Ananya Pandey.
Yeah, I have one piece of news. It's regarding Sachin Vase.
Yeah.
Now, Sachin Vase extorted money from cricket bookies. So, a local court has extended the police custody of Sachin Vase by 7 days for allegedly extorting a builder. Now, the crime branch will probe if he has extorted others as well. A metropolitan magistrate court on Saturday extended the police custody of dismissed police inspector Sachin Vase by 7 days. Now, after Special Prosecutor Shekhar Jagtap informed the court that the 52-year-old cop had extorted large amounts of money from cricket bookies by threatening to frame them in false cases. Now, Jagtap pointed out that Vase had extorted the money at the behest of Parambir Singh and sought the extension of his custody for further interrogation by the crime branch to find out if he has extorted money from other persons as well. Now, Waze has been dismissed from the service after the NIA arrested him in the Antilia case, as you know. And so this is the crime branch has also already arrested Sumit Singh for allegedly extorting money from Agarwal at Waze's behest. In this case, the court had previously issued non-bailable warrants against Parambir Singh, Riaz Bhatti, who is a aide of gangster Dawood Ibrahim, and another accused named Vinay Singh. So each and every day, there's some or the other new extortion or
Yeah,
by Wazi,
yeah. So
not only
everything
builders.
somehow,
Yeah.
yeah, everything seems connected, Jaydev. See, for example, the bombs placed at the Antilia, okay,
Yes.
in front of Mukesh Ambani, which was not at all meant for Mukesh Ambani's residence, which was already bomb proof, and it was meant for somebody else. As we know, scientists were also there. So it is with regards to safety of our country, okay, security of our country, and that's why NIA came into it. Also, the drug seizure, in different ports also shows that, see, there is a very big link. And you remember when Aryan Khan was arrested, I'll just invite you in case you'd like to join us, friends. Let me just give you the link as well. Yeah. So when this happened, see, when, as we said, when Aryan Khan was arrested, see, the first thing what happened was Salman Khan went and visited Shahrukh Khan. It was not a courtesy visit. So a lot of big names were rattled by what happened and what Samir Wankhede had done so boldly. Now, in order for the attack on one individual to stop, the NCB has already brought their senior officer to probe the case. And now people like Pooja Dadlani, all are being called, Aryan Khan, and all are being summoned, which means it is a very, very big nexus. And also the fact that Shahrukh Khan went urgently to Delhi. Who was he there to meet? Was he meeting Mukul Rohatgi or the lawyers to find out what is the next move they have to do? Because Shahrukh Khan seems to be in a panic. Why would he fly to Delhi? you know and other things, like, for example, yes, here one of the viewers was saying perhaps Chinku warned Chunky about Ananya's thing and would have rescued her. So all these things, everybody, the drug peddlers, the Bollywood fraternity, the politicians like Nawab Malik, all are acting as one hand to save themselves, because each one is so deeply entrenched. We have seen that from Mohit's news press conference, that there's so much of proof that all these people are sleeping with each other, literally sleeping with each other, and everybody is scared. Why would a top superstar who said that just a few grams would have been in his son's possession, that's what the lawyer said, that would have only given him 6 months of jail. Why is he so worried that he has to fly to Delhi? And why was Pooja caught, on CCTV trying to bribe someone, Gosavi? So all this is, becoming so suspicious that everybody seems to be hand in glove. And on top of that, today's Padma Shri Awards, where Ekta Kapoor and Karan Johar, who are a part of this cabal, have been given the Padma Shri. It is a shame. It is a shame to India that such characters have got the Padma Shri, which is such a reputed award. I don't know how. I mean, first of all, my advice to anyone, the leader, is that, see, kindly do not take actors and actresses as ministers, because everybody is connected to everybody. It looks very clear that these names were suggested by someone. It's a shame. It's a complete shame. We should hang our heads in shame. Yeah. So
I think I have one suggestion for Padma Bhushan, and there should be a panel in which there should be some sort of decision making power by the Indian public
yeah,
as to who the candidates are. They should give
yeah,
a list of candidates, and the public also should have a say in voting this
Absolutely.
particular person.
No, here also, Jaydev, see, the public, see, how it is that in Padma Shri, you can give
Mm,
suggestions. Public can give suggestions as to who, okay? But
mm,
these two names were not suggested by public. It has been suggested by some minister. That is 100% sure. And we all know who this minister is. Because almost every day, lovey-dovey messages were going to and fro in Instagram, So this is, we're absolutely sure who is the person behind this, and it's a shame. Let me just add Arinya. Welcome, Arinya.
welcome, Arinya.
Namaskar to both of you and all of
Happy Diwali
the.
also to you.
Happy Diwali.
Yeah, thank you. Same to you, and hello, happy Diwali to all my friends there. Ma'am, I've been busy, but you're so justified when you burst out about this Padma Shri Awards. It is really very, very annoying to know these kind of things. And another request, I've basically come to request. It's regarding not about all this, as you say about the drugs and NCP, NCB, all these things. Luckily, the officers are involved, and definitely they are being alleged, they are being blamed, so they are taking care. But at this point, I just want to suggest and request, because I know it's possible only through you. We should not forget about that SSR's evidences, which so many of the YouTubers and even the normal SSRians have collected and gathered. So what I want to say here is, since Wazi's custody has been extended to another 7 days, maybe through your channel, we could all kind of, uh, request for a very thorough investigation where Wazi's photographs and videos were leaked after SSR's death in the
Yeah,
postmortem in the Cooper. A
yeah.
lot of them, like at least maybe if Gunjan is listening, she can help you out. She's done a fantastic trail of all these things. So we
Who's that?
need to
Who is that, Arinya?
Gunjan,
Gunjan
Gunjan, who
Saxena.
comes, who comes
Yeah,
on your channel
yeah, yeah,
too.
yeah.
The girl has done, even Stylreg has done, but I think Gunjan will definitely, if you request her, she'll show you the evidences, and maybe you could put in front of all the investigation, put some pressure on these people, because this is the time we can actually go for the case which has united, for SSR, which has brought us all together. We need to help this out, because the family looks like they're just waiting for the agencies to take it. But during the 7 day extension custody of Vaze, I think it is important, because he's clearly visible outside Cooper Hospital on
Yes,
15th
yes,
June.
yeah,
So this part I wanted to request you, ma'am. That's
yeah,
all
yeah,
I've come for.
yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, Arinya.
Thank you.
Thank you, Arinya. Yeah. So some nice comments coming in. Jasna says, I think they give a lot of funding to political parties and high-level contacts. They manage to get anything that they want. Chitra says, probably the minister paid tribute to the person who gave her a break on TV. Shame on her. There seems to be a lot of links everywhere, Chitra. Shobha says, really regret for not supporting and encouraging Puneet Rajkumar staying in Karnataka. Feel very sad. We did support Shobha. In fact, the day he died, we opened the news break with a tribute to Puneet, who I think was one of the best souls. As an actor, I haven't been watching many of his films, but I know for a fact that he has been helping a lot of orphanages and schools, and he was a very kind soul at heart. Karthik, I even feel many of the Dada Saheb Phalke awards were not deserving. Absolutely. Hope you understand whom I'm. Yes, I know exactly the person you're talking about. Vishali, precisely, Jaydev, on what parameters would they give awards? How can we utter Sindhu's name and both these shameless creatures in the same breath?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Vishal.
Yeah. Koyal says, by giving them Padma Shri, government is lowering the value of this great award. Absolutely, Koyal. Very well said. Yes, these awards are bought. Karthik, no one knew about Puneet's charity till he died. Maybe he'll be recognized next year. Absolutely. Koyal, we all should protest. It's high time now. Yes. I've been doing a lot of it on social media, and a lot of our viewers are also doing it. There were many people like Meera, Nayas, Ruchi, Tyagi, and Sangeeta. All of them have been protesting very vehemently on social media. This is something all of you need to do. Yes, Meenaji, we know this minister, Monali. Yes. Vishali, one cardiologist mentioned that Puneet would have survived if CPR was done. As a nation, we should be trained in CPR. I wish they introduced it in schools itself. This is very important. Yes. Any person got any police report should not get any awards. This should be, yes, the number of FIRs these two people have got, and the kind of sleazy movies they have made. They are corrupting our society. They're corrupting our youngsters. They're showing drugs. What are they doing? And they get Padma Shri for this. Same protest happened when Seth was given the awards. Yes, another good for nothing guy. It's a big setback for us. We should come up and protest. If you are with me, friends, we can have a day, a session where we protest against this. Please come up with ideas and do tell me, like, if we will put this issue in front of the president and the prime minister. This is just not fair. Vishali, we lost a great soul. Yes. Chitra, one is the dawn of Bollywood and the other dawn of TV industry. Both are responsible for casting couch, prostitution, and drugs. Very well said, Chitra. Kamal, Modi will not be forgiven for the shameful act. What a shame for us Indians. See, so this is something we can do if you all are, we can do it on a day when you all are, sort of. Yeah, and some people are saying that did Shahrukh go to meet Pappu, all who is Pappu. And there was a man hiding in a black umbrella. Was it Aryan Khan? So if it is Aryan Khan, then that is against the rules of the bail, where he cannot leave the city without informing the police or the NCP here in this matter. Some hope from CBI today. At least they woke up from hibernation. Vishali, seriously, Simranjit Singh, why would he win Padma Bhushan? The more they are pushing higher up the so-called imaginary ladder, the harder they are falling in our eyes. And you're seeing them pitted against people who are genuinely working for society. Doctors, scientists, artists, It's such a shame. I mean, whatever I say will not, be enough adequate to, express our feelings. Maybe there's a guideline to get this kind of award. Parvati, yes, ma'am, we have to protest and send the message to the government. Maybe there is a guideline to get this kind of award. Felt so happy when we saw the ad of Malabar Gold, which was done by a very special bride of India. Hats off to them for choosing such kids. Yashna, yes, we need to know what are the parameters. Rahul is in London, so it must be his sister, Priyanka, as both, or maybe Sonia Gandhi also. Arinya, thank you, ma'am. We are here to support you, to voice our disappointment and shock, grave injustice. Are they planning to quietly send AK out of the country? Welcome, Sue.
Welcome, Sue. She's on mute.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Welcome.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Jyoti.
Good evening.
And good evening, everyone who's here. Yes. I was just here for a few minutes. I just heard the topic, and I was just wondering what's all the confusion happening with the Mr. Nawab Malik giving all these press conferences and then, going back on his statements. So creating a lot of confusion and diversion.
Yeah.
And, with all the other news of the awards, that was a little, I think that was done previously, ma'am. If you can correct me.
It was done in 2020. It was done in 2020, but they did not get any, attention because it was COVID. So perhaps they wanted a lot of attention, and that's why they did it this time with the connivance of certain minister.
So once somebody comes to know if people are involved in certain things, can't they like not give it to them or cancel it or something like that?
See, even if it's done, see how does Padma Shri work? Padma Shri means they have a form online where you suggest, people who are befitting to get this award in different categories. Now, who on earth from the public would have suggested Ekta Kapoor or Karan Johar, whether it's last year or this year? So there is someone who's been using their influence to get these two. These two. Why I'm saying these two? Because see, they are the ones who were behind this SSR case. They hated SSR. Karan Johar, in all his coffee with Karan, he only used SSR's name to kick at him each and every time. So and Ekta Kapoor, she's a part of the big production home. They all wanted him kicked out. So how do these people get Padma Shri? For what? I mean, I don't find any difference between her and Raj Kundra. They make the same kind of sleazy stuff, and they abuse everybody, whether it's religion or anything. They abuse. Agenda is the same. So,
Ma'am,
what
also,
basis? What basis
sorry,
did they
Mr.
give
Raj
this? Yeah.
Kundra. Raj Kundra, now nothing is heard about that either. So, like,
they
is
would
it
have got
in
their
the
Vasuli.
refrigerator?
They would have got their Vasuli and they would have just kept quiet. Mumbai government. Yeah, a very good point by N. London. They say, he says, they distort, misinterpret, insult the culture, and then shamefully accept awards on the sweat and blood of others. Street dogs feed everywhere. Absolutely. Well, so well said. Yeah, back to you, Sue. Yeah.
Ma'am, also this talk about one of the bail conditions is I think Aryan Khan cannot go out of India
Yeah.
and out of the state, or just
Yes,
out of India.
out of the state as well.
Okay. So he's not supposed to travel anywhere without their permission.
Yes. So people are just
And ma'am,
wondering whether the
yeah.
man with the umbrella was Aryan Khan.
Yes, ma'am. Because if any one condition gets, I think if they break it, so can they immediately approach the court?
Yes, I suppose, yes.
Okay.
But who's going to bell the cat?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Here's an interesting point by Karthik. Karthik says, Nawab may have secretly apologized to Fadnavis and matter band ho gaya. Because what Chitra was saying is, Fadnavis was supposed to come with his proof today.
What happened to that?
Yeah. Only
Yes,
Manish is now
absolutely,
talking.
ma'am. I was waiting. Diwali is over.
Okay. The bomb became a.
There was
just
no
fizzled
bomb.
out.
Husky
I
bomb
think
because
because of the rains. Yeah, nice one. Yeah. In Malaysia, Mihai says some of the awards are given with some amounts of payment. So we should fight with the law, find out if there is a criteria. Then we can file a petition. Very well said, Nihai. Let's see. We will find out about this, more about this, the criteria, and then we will approach, because there is something we have to do about. This is not something we can let go. I hope all of you viewers agree with me on this point, and then we can take it forward. NC viewers told Aryan is sick. Aryan is sick. Chinku is sick. Chunky is sick. Ananya is sick. The whole Bollywood have got COVID now. Rupesh. Also, लोगों को अवार्ड मिलता है. I say लोगों को अवार्ड मिलता है. ये है मेरी देश की धरती सोना उगले हीरे मोती मेरी देश की धरती. No, Rupesh. It is not our desh. There are certain individuals who lick each other's boots for jobs, for money, and that's how they get these awards. Nothing else. People who betray others. That's it. Yeah. Karthik says, don't forget Mumbai is the financial capital, and whichever ruling and opposition parties will be concerned only with making money and nothing else. Exactly. It's all opportunism. Hence, no one is an exception. Totally agree. Vishali, I'm so proud of Indians. They are better than Sherlock Holmes. They solved, yes, and I don't know why they have to go to USA for that. Anyway, if it's only for WhatsApp chats and Google messages and Facebook, then it's okay.
Ma'am, wasn't the electronic devices to be detected a long time ago, like almost a
Yeah,
year
yeah,
ago? That's what
yeah,
they had mentioned.
absolutely.
So are
And
they doing
also,
a repeat or something?
uh I have no idea, actually, Sue, because as you know, CBI has not said a word since it started. So we don't know what's
Yes.
happening at their end. Moreover, what about the diaries? The diaries have revealed so much. What are they waiting for?
Ma'am, maybe they're waiting for these
To
Facebook and
compile,
Google
to
chats. I don't
compile
know.
everything.
Get something.
Yeah, like they'll have a big dhamaka at the end.
Yes, I hope something comes soon because November has come.
Yeah. Kamal is saying next year Bharat Ratna for Raj Kundra. They've really humiliated this award. I feel CBI News is old and it's in media now. Yes. See, most of the times, Rohan, see, the fake media always tries to pull one on you. So they keep showing old news and then it confuses people and then they forget about other things, more important things. Chitra says, see Priyanka Chopra and her Diwali celebration. Looks like she's completely controlled. Yeah, she's a part of the Illuminati. That's very, very obvious, Chitra. Just now, wondering why Deepthi ma'am is not getting any calls regarding diaries or drives. A BJP minister from Ladakh is very different from a BJP minister from Karnataka or Maharashtra. Hence, don't be surprised. Fadnavis may have even told about Diwali of 2022. Yeah. So, anything more, Sue? You'd like to talk?
No, ma'am, I'd like to take your leave. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
So with this, we'll
Thank you,
end the
Cynthia.
session as well. Yeah. Thank you, Sue. So just we'll take a few more comments. National awards
Yes.
should set a great precedent and the awardees a great example to the society, unlike what we are seeing today. Well said, Shilpa. It takes 1.5 years to CBI to seek help to FB and Google. Absolutely. Shilpa. CBI has asked Google FB for help in SSR case. If they ask us all, YouTubers and the people who've been investigating it, we'll give them every detail, you know. And then the Padma Shri awards may be also taken back from some people. Thank you, friends. So I'll see you tomorrow. Deepthi will join us with another session of the SSR Diaries. Good night. Thank you.
Good night.